it happened.
It's a lot of rap cap in my city. Too many niggas claiming that they with it. I'm getting money while you spending it. I start chain, call me Johnny Dang. Trapping backwards.
What is good, YouTube? It's your girl Kiddo, man. Y'all see that title and y'all see that thumbnail. Y'all probably wonder what the fuck is going on. How did this happen? Like, tell us something. First and foremost, I would just like to say thank you to my family and my friends who've been sticking with me, who've been rocking with me through this process. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. Alright, y'all, real quick, I am recording this on my phone, but I want to show y'all the date right now. It is September 21st. So I am recording this video today on September 21st, as y'all can see from the date I just put from the clip on my camera. The date that I got arrested was in July. You're probably wondering, July, what the fuck? On the 20th of July was when all this shit went down. So on that day, I was at home or whatever, and I decided that I needed to go to Walmart because I needed to get a couple things. So boom, fast forward, I'm at Walmart, I get dropped off, and I'm shopping. I'm doing my regular shopping. Now, y'all, keep in mind, it's a Saturday. Like I said, it's July the 28th, right? It's a Saturday. Everybody and their mama is at Walmart. Everything going on. And on top of that, I was already kind of frustrated before I even got there because it was just a lot going on. But while I'm there, I'm just trying to get in and get out because nowadays, I don't really like staying in stores too long. I don't know if I just got older or what, but I don't like staying in stores or shopping for too long because I just get more and more aggravated. But like I said, I'm in there. I had a little list of everything that I had wanted to buy, right? So I'm just trying to hurry up and grab everything, kind of rushing a little bit, mind all over the place, and yeah. So I'm walking around looking at my list, grab everything that I wanted, put everything in my buggy, check, 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 check. Moving forward, I got everything and I proceed to the self-checkout. So I'm in the self-checkout line waiting for a spot for me to ring my stuff up or whatever. So I get in the line, I get at the little, the register little thingy, whatever, and I take all of my stuff from out the buggy, ring it up, like I said, my mind is all over the place. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really thinking about what I'm doing. Like I said, I can blame this on me now. I'm not really thinking about what I'm doing. I'm moving too fast, and yeah. But I'm taking everything out, ringing it up, blah blah. So this little message thing pops up on the screen. If you ever been to Walmart and if you ever like missed a scan item, then you know what I'm talking about. So the little message thing pops up, it says, hey, you missed the item, whatever. So I call one of the associates over and I'm like, hey, this message popped up, it said I missed item or missed scan, whatever, like, you know what I'm saying, check this out. So the little camera little thing comes up, it shows you like your movements and all that stuff and like what you missed or whatever, or what it detected or whatever. So me and the girl, we looking at it, so I'm like, oh, okay, like I missed this, so scan that, whatever, keep going. So once that got cleared, like I said, I kept going, I kept moving forward, ringing up my stuff, and then boom, here's the time where I come to pay. So as I'm paying, I get my receipt or whatever, normal shit, putting everything in the buggy, getting ready to walk out the store. As I am approaching the exit, it's one lady and two men who stopped me at the door. So I got my buggy or whatever, and the lady's like, hey, can I see your receipt? So I'm like, cool, sure. So I had this little big poster thing that was in my buggy, right? It's like this presentation poster. If you ever like had to do a project or something like that at school, then you probably know what I'm talking about. But it's a big giant presentation poster, and it's probably like maybe like this wide or something like that, I don't know, but I had it on top of everything in my buggy. So I moved that out the way, and I was like this, and I held it up so that the lady could see everything what was in my buggy, right? So I move it out the way, whatever, I'm like this, and the lady, she's looking at the receipt that I gave her, right? And she's like, hey, like something, you know, something look a little off, you know, I don't think everything in here is scanned. So I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what the hell do you mean? Now, I'm not gonna sit here and cap. Listen, I ain't gonna sit here and cap. I'm not perfect, okay? Before that day, I'm not gonna lie, I have mis-scanned a couple of items out of Walmart before, and I'm pretty sure everybody has. Don't sit here and act like you perfect. I know you stole out of Walmart before. That particular time, listen, I was not intentionally trying to steal shit. Number one, I was buying school supplies for my nephew, and number two, I was purchasing items for my friend's birthday. So as she's looking at the receipt, she's looking at the bag, she's picking them up, like checking them, all that. So I'm just like, shit, like check everything that you need to check, because like I'm like, the only thing that it said that I missed was the little, it was a little planner thing, that which is why the little message I told y'all popped up. It was a little planner thing and it said that I missed it. So I'm like, all right, cool, scan, and then kept going. Now, like I said, I will blame it on my head because, like I said, it was Saturday, everybody named Mama at Walmart, and my head was all over the place, and I was moving too fast, and I wasn't paying attention. So that's my fault. So it was this one bag that was in the back of the buggy, right? She lifts it up, and as soon as she lifts it up, me and her spot it was some uniform clothes that I was supposed to be getting my nephew because he was just starting school. Now, when she lifted that bag up and I seen the uniform clothes up on the bag, I'm like, oh shit. Y'all, I put this on everything, bro. I swear I forgot about them goddamn clothes. So when we both spot the clothes, I'm like, oh hell no. So I get the clothes from out the buggy. I'm like, ma'am, I did not mean to miss this. Like, this wasn't intentional. I wasn't trying to steal it or anything. Like, we can go to the self checkout or register or customer service, something like that, and ring this shit up. She like, oh no, like it's okay, it's whatever, fine, just follow me or whatever. We're gonna go to not self-checkout. We're gonna go to customer service and we're gonna get everything rung up. So I'm like, okay, cool, fine. So I follow her. Now, like I said, it's one lady and it's two men that was with her. So I get the clothes and I had them in my hand at first. And I told the man who was behind me, and I was like, hey, like, here, can you hold these, you know, whatever like that. So I'm walking with the lady. I'm turning. Like, if y'all know how Walmart and the customer service area is set up, you know customer service is like just an open space. It's like no door or nothing. It's just an open space. So I'm turning into the area where customer service is, and as I'm turning in there, the lady's like, no, like, come with me, follow me through this door right here. So I'm looking, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, you just said that we can go here with woo and just ring the shit up. Like, why does it, like, is it really that serious? As soon as I walk through the door, I see like these little camera, computer monitor things set up on this little desk or whatever. So I'm just looking. I'm not really tripping on nothing because I'm just like, shit, like, I can, like, it's just gonna be as simple as ringing this shit up and for me to get on the fuck about my business. Because my grandma, she was outside waiting on me because I called her and I told her to meet me outside, you know, so that I can, you know, get my shit and go. But no, it didn't happen that way. So like I said, I'm in there with the lady and the two guys. They're looking at the little camera footage or whatever. They was like, okay, like, we see where, you know, this and this and this happened, you know, woo. So I'm trying to look myself because I'm trying to look like, what the fuck, like, what y'all talking about? So I'm looking, they hovering over, like, it's the man here, the lady, she's in the middle, and there's the other man, he's sitting in a chair, and like they all in front of the computer screen, kind of like blocking my view a little bit. So I'm over here and I'm doing all this. I'm trying to look over there. I'm like, bro, like, what the fuck? But being that they was blocking my view, the only part that I could really see was the part that I told y'all. The little notification popped up. I called the girl over for her to fix it, whatever. We got it cleared. That was that. So the only thing that I have in my hand is my receipt and my bag. So I'm looking at my receipt and I'm like, what the fuck could I have missed besides those clothes? Like I said, I blame this all on myself. I blame it on my head because I was rushing. I was doing too much, moving too fast, not paying attention. But like I'm telling the lady, I'm just sitting there. I'm like, listen, whatever it is that you say that I missed or whatever, we can go to customer service, ring this shit up, and let this shit be over with. No, she ain't want that. But as I'm in the middle of saying that, I'm sitting there, I see one police walk in. So I'm looking and I'm like, ain't no motherfucking way. Next thing you know, I see another one walk in. Next thing you know, I see another one walk in. So at this point, I'm just looking like, ain't no way this bitch about to take me to jail for some school supplies. I'm sitting there, I'm in my head not believing what the fuck is going on, and at the same time trying to listen at what this lady is trying to tell these police officers. Now, I can't really hear her because she's steady mumbling up under her breath, which was pissing me off because why aren't you saying the shit out loud where I can hear you? So I'm just sitting there trying to listen to whatever, and the officer asked the lady, she like, okay, so what do you want to do? So the lady, she turns around, she looks at me, with the officer, she turns around, she looks at me, she said, hey, Miss Bosick, I'm sorry, but the store wants to press charges. So I'm up here in my head like, what the fuck do you mean press charges? Over some pens and some paper and a shirt and some pants? God damn. So y'all keep in mind, I've never been in trouble before. I've never been in jail before. I've never been arrested before. I've never been involved with no type of police interaction or nothing. So yes, I'm scared as fuck. I never imagined me going to jail at all, but if I did, it had to be something like extremely, extremely serious. But she's like, Miss Bosick, the store wants to press charges. And she started reading off this little notebook paper thing, and she was like, you have the right to remain silent, and anything you say or do will be used against you in court and all that other type of shit. So she was like, is there anything that you want to say, blah blah blah. And honestly, I ain't gonna lie, I think I did. So I didn't know, like, because a lot of times they say, like, when stuff like that is happening, you supposed to, I guess, like, keep your mouth shut and stuff like that. But shit, I ain't never been in that goddamn position before, so I was running my damn mouth. So fast forward, she was like that she needed me to stand up or whatever, and before she even could tell me to put my hands behind my back or anything, I just did it myself because I already knew what this lady was about to do. I just did it my damn self. I saved you the time. I'm not really crying like how I thought I would be. I'm just in my head like, I just can't believe this happened. I can't believe this happened. I can't believe this happened. So I did that. The lady, she put the handcuffs on me. She actually double cuffed it. She put 2 handcuffs on me. So her and the 3 officers, they walked me out the door. Now keep in mind, I'm outside, it's Walmart, it's a Saturday, so you know everybody and their mama is there. So I walk out, I'm outside, I see all these like people just staring at me. It's this old lady that walked past me, and she just, as soon as she seen me in the handcuffs, she started praying instantly. I'm not gonna lie, shout out to you, Miss Ma'am, for praying because I greatly appreciate that. But I walked to the car or whatever. Like I told you, my grandma, she was outside waiting for me. So my grandma, she was calling my phone, but I couldn't answer because when I was in the little office little thingy, now that's the part that I did miss one part. The man told me that I couldn't answer the phone because I was detained or something like that. What, I think that's the word he used. Like, he was like that I was detained, so I couldn't answer the phone or anything like that. So I'm outside. He gave me the opportunity to call my grandma, I think twice maybe. So obviously I'm in handcuffs, I can't call her. So he just pressed the little missed call thing that was on the front of my screen, called her one time, she didn't answer. I think call her again, I want to say that time she answered, or maybe she answered the third time. I really don't know. I can't remember. So I'm telling her, like, grandma, they arrested me. Like, come down to where you see these police officers at. My grandma, she like, what? Like, they arrested you? Like, you know, like, what? Like, what are you talking about, basically? So she come down to where I told her, and her and the police officer, the man, they had a conversation or whatever like that. I heard a little bit, but I can't really remember exactly what he told her, but I know he told her something about I was being arrested for shoplifting. That's what I got arrested for, shoplifting. So the man, he was like, well, we have to take her to F-Hound, whatever, and 9 times out of 10, she probably gonna have to stay the night or whatever like that. So I'm just in my head like, stay the fucking night. All right, so boom, my grandma, she gets in the car. The stuff that I bought or that was in my buggy got handed to her or whatever for her to take home, blah blah. The officer who I rode with, well, who drove me to the jailhouse, she got in the car, we drove, whatever. And I'm not gonna lie. In that car with like I said, I'm not gonna say her name, but in the car with the lady officer who I was with, it was like the whole ride, we had a fucking conversation like we was best friends. We in the car or whatever. She asked me little questions like, oh, like, did I go to school, or what I went to school for, and what I want to do, and all the other shit. And I'm just looking like, well, apparently I can't do shit now that I'm a criminal. But get to the jailhouse, go through this whole entire process that they wanted me to go through, these little scans and paperwork and all this bullshit, blah blah. I take my mugshot, which I'm gonna pop up here for like 2 seconds. But I do that. I do this little handprint scan, y'all. They take every handprint side, every angle, every tip, every fingernail, everything. Anyway, she was like that you can go and hold in cell number 1. So I'll go in there. As soon as I open up the door, now y'all, like, the door in jail, it's very loud, and it's like it vibrates. It feels like it vibrates the whole damn building or something. As soon as I open up the door, I just see a girl on the floor, and she just looked up at me like this. So I open the door, whatever. I see the girl looking up at me, whatever. So I'm just, you know, basically like, excuse me, whatever, blah blah. So y'all, in the cell is absolutely no beds. It's just straight floor with a silver toilet in the back of the goddamn room, and a little small little bench that's probably no bigger than this. It's probably no bigger. It's just enough for you to sit on. Like, your thighs ain't supported, no nothing. It's just enough for you to sit your ass on. That's it. So I'm in there. The benches is attached to the wall. You can't move it or nothing. Sitting down on the bench, shaking like I'm you know how, like, when you get irritated, you start shaking your legs and stuff. I'm doing that. I'm just like, bro, like, ain't no fucking way. Like, somebody get me the fuck out of here. So like I said, I'm in there, and it's the toilet seat that's in the back or whatever. It's pretty much just like how y'all see on movies and TV shows and shit. That's exactly how that goddamn toilet look. And it has this little water fountain thing that sits on top of the toilet that people drink out of. I'm not gonna lie, I sat there hungry, thirsty as fuck, because I refuse to drink a fountain that comes from the damn toilet. But you're in jail, so obviously they gonna treat you like real dusty ass criminals. So I'm in there with a couple of people, and I'm just sitting there waiting for just time to pass. Time is going absolutely nowhere. It seems like every minute in jail is 1 hour. So when you are in jail, it doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter what status you have in life, it don't matter how much money you got, none of that. When you are in jail, you are a complete nobody. They treat everybody the same exact way. But I'm in there, and it's other cells that they have lined up or whatever, and you got people, you know, other people in the other cells screaming. You got people, you know, who drunk or whatever, just blurting out random dumb shit. Now, I've seen and heard like many stories or whatever where, like, you know, you have the toilet or whatever in a room with your inmates or whatever like that, and y'all have to pee, shit, and do all that in front of everybody. But experiencing it for myself was something totally different. Y'all, no joke, this girl pulled her damn clothes down, sat on the toilet, and I'm talking about she instantly let everything go. Me, I'm not the type of person, I don't like to smell nobody's breath. I don't like to smell nobody's fart. I don't like to smell nobody's shit, nobody pee, no nothing. And on top of that, I've never been in jail or anything like that before, so all that shit was just straight up new to me. So finally they decided to give us some blankets, or they gave us no pillows. It was just blankets, and like I told you, ain't nothing in there but a straight floor and one little bench and a toilet. So I made the little teeny ass little bench work. I had my legs like stacked up on top of each other like this, and I was like, cause I just didn't want to get on the damn floor. I'm not gonna lie, eventually I got tired of that bench. That bench is hard as hell. Obviously it's no cushion. I ended up laying on the floor anyway. But long story short, that whole entire night, that whole entire experience was just crazy as hell. But I say all that to say, just to teach you all, whoever is watching this video, jail is not a place you want to be. I want to make my last and final time ever seeing that place ever again. And then I didn't even tell y'all, like, the food that they give you in jail, right? So you know how, like, when we used to go on school field trips and we used to have bag lunch, they gave us these plastic brown bags, and in the bag it had one cookie, it was some type of vanilla cookies. I ain't gonna lie, them shits was good as hell. Cold bologna and cheese sandwich, and it was something else. Oh, a bag of chips, and they gave us a cup of water. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I was a little thirsty, but I refused to drink that goddamn water because ain't no telling if you got it from an actual water faucet or the damn toilet. So I'm like, fuck that, I'm not drinking that water. The chips, I don't think I even ate the chips either. I had them crackers though, I ate the fuck out of them crackers. And that bologna sandwich, I don't like cold bologna, so I'm like, nah, I'm not eating that shit. But I just felt like I wanted to share this experience with y'all because obviously y'all been with me from day one since I started YouTube up until now, and I just felt like y'all my family, and it would be only right for me to just share. Because obviously the information is already out there to the public anyway, so why not just come to my family and bring it to myself? But I know there's niggas out there who's been through way worse than I've been through, but if you don't take it from nobody else, just take it from me. You do not want to go to jail. Do not do anything stupid intentionally to make yourself go to jail. But I appreciate y'all for walking with me, and I appreciate y'all for sticking with me through this journey. It means so much to me. Hopefully y'all don't think I'm no criminal, or y'all don't think I'm no bad person, nothing like that. I still only promote positivity on my channel, but I also want to give y'all some life lessons too. But I love y'all, and I'll see y'all in the next clip, which will be me going to court. So fucking scared right now. I'm like this shit is, oh my god, like y'all don't understand the feeling I feel in my ass right now. So the whole court experience, right, it's kind of like how you see on TV, like just a little bit. It wasn't like that, not with me, but being that I had, I guess you could say, kind of like a small charge. It's not small, but like, you know, kind of like smaller than usual, what you would usually see on like TV or something. But the whole entire courtroom was filled with a lot of people. And when I say it was like a lot, I wouldn't say like a lot of people, like hundreds of people, but it was like the whole courtroom was full to its capacity. Like I would say it was probably like a good 50-ish people in there, something like that. All the seats was pretty much filled. You had the officers or whatever, you had the judge, whatever. First and foremost, let me say this. When we were sitting down, right, and then as soon as the judge walks in, you have to say, well, the officer says all rise, everybody stands up or whatever, and then, the judge, will tell you to sit down or whatever, and then you just sit down, blah, blah. And then you listen to whatever he says, and then they call you one by one. I think whoever your officer is, they call you one by one alphabetically. I think by your first name, if I'm not mistaken. And then the next officer comes, and then it repeats itself. And I just want to say, number one, to the judge. The judge was super, super nice, super, super cool, super, super lenient. And I can't do nothing but pay my respects to him for, doing that, not just with me, but with like a lot of people in that courtroom who I've seen. Because there was a lot of people who was behind me. Because once you're done, like he was people was in, people was out. You feel me? Like he was just like, so-and-so, step forward, you got this, woo, woo. I see you already conversated with your officer. Oh, charge dismissed. Have a good one. Like, he was like that. It was just like, what? Heart beating like a motherfucker. I'm like, boom, boom, boom. I don't really like how my head looking. It look so round. Like, I can't stand when I get my hair done. My shit look round. So I'm up there. He was like, hey, Miss Bostic, whatever. He's like, how are you? And I'm like, I'm good. Whatever like that. Asked me a couple questions, answering. I think he only asked me like 2 questions. The officer told me everything I had to do. And I went to this place to do the application. I had to, pay some money or whatever for the application. But yeah, man, that's how it was. And I'm not gonna lie, this whole experience has definitely been a life lesson. The life lesson that I've definitely got this year was pay attention to everything you do, bro. Why, like, always, like, try to do everything with a clear mind. Try to, be in the right headspace. Don't, like, it's okay to, take your time and stuff like that. Like, bro, like, woo! But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get this thing, man. I love y'all, and I appreciate each and every one of y'all who has showed me any type of support there is to show. And I just want to say that I thank y'all for being with me on this long journey. Like, y'all are definitely experiencing everything. Like, it's like y'all are experiencing everything with me that I'm experiencing for my first time ever in my life. Like they said, it's a first time for everything. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get up out of here, man. I love y'all so much. I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably gonna turn the comments off just because, I don't know. But then again, I don't know, I might keep them on. But love y'all, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next video. And the next video is not gonna be nothing like this, I hope.
I'ma stick to this shit till I fall on gang. Gotta keep going, gotta maintain. She find it out right now, she wanna get paid. It's like you thought, bitch, I just want the face. I'm still praying that my boys beat the case. Can't